Welcome back to Quasi Bowl TV. Big up to Mandem in the building. Thank you for being in the house. Hope y'all can hear me well. Welcome. Yes, Liverpool finally won. Clean sheets. With clean sheets. big up. I need to correct what my heading. I say clean sheets. It should be clean sheet, but big up to all of you guys. Thank you so much. Let's go straight to the point. Please hit the like button, get the subs up, share us across all social medias. Thank you for us being in the building. I got what's the name? Goal ratio is in the house. I don't know if it's going back to basic or allowing the new to take center stage while resting the old. Big up to yourself, goal ratio. That's a very good point. Big up to Irishman. You know what? Let me. I think I would need Irishman on this. Let me send him the link. Oops. That's not the one. Yeah, man. Yesterday's match was pretty I'm gonna be honest. I was on Ensman's channel and I said I really liked it, and I'm not gonna lie. We've been going really tough on the team, especially the manager, as they deserve because they've been piss poor. I think Liverpool, yes, it was basic, it was elementary, but what have we all been saying? Go back to basics, right? We've been telling the manager, go back to basics. Stop trying to do something that is not working. So, and that's exactly what the manager did. He went straight back to basic. He found a system, a basic system that worked. And guess what? The players was able to play at their strength. Number one being Kirkus, right? Kirkus was able to play exactly the reason why they recruited him. And the manager said that a few weeks ago about the reason why they recruited him. So that's one of the things that I like. Joey G coming into the fold was very, very important and very good, actually. He was a little bit rusty in the first 5 to 10 minutes, but then he found his footing. Verts, of course, man of the match, was able to pop up in positions that allow him to flourish. Isak scored his goal. I'm not going to be like Isak is back or Liverpool is back, but what we did was good enough to give us clean sheets. The defense didn't have to press so high. They were in the right positions, and Konate also played well because he didn't have to babysit anybody. He just had to focus on himself. So, yeah, we're not going to go overboard on the excitement. We're not going to go too hard on the excitement, but we have to congratulate them when they do something right. Because we have been criticizing them because they have, like I said, they have been very, 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 very poor. Big up to Irishman. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, all good. Just give me 2 seconds to be with you.
No problem. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say. We're gonna talk individually how individual player did, and honestly, I like basic stuff. I like simple stuff. Keeping it simple. It allows people to, to flourish with simplicity. There's no need for us to be looking for players to be, this is not calculus. Yes, we are so used to when Klopp was there and everything was so complicated and players are running here and somebody's doing something else and it feels like, wow, we've never seen football like this before. But football in its true essence, the beautiful game in its true essence, it's simple. Doing simple stuff and uh, making simple stuff look amazing. And that's why yesterday I think Liverpool did. Yes, we could say West Ham are not that good, but guess what? A team rolled up at Anfield who was 19th in the league, and they popped us with what? 3 goals. So we have no right to be disrespecting any other team because they are not doing good. This is the EPL. At any time, you could get beat. You know what I mean? I mean, on Saturday at the Etihad, City was 2 goals up. And within a blink of an eye, Leeds was have scored 2 goals. And if Leeds have taken their chances, they would have probably been up by 2 or 3 goals themselves. So we have to look at it in its context, and we have to focus on exactly what the game was. Just Liverpool versus West Ham. It wasn't about, Liverpool, what Liverpool have been doing, in the past previous games. Now, as you can see behind me, I'm still on the dark side. I'm not changing until I see us winning a major trophy. When we win a major trophy, then I will change my stand. Other than that, we're going to go game by game. And right now, this game right here was a very impressive performance. It was, like I said, very elementary, very basic. The passes, I was very impressed with the passes. People were moving around. We were fine. We built it around Verts, and it worked. Right? He was all over the place, and he was touching the ball at any place. Right? He's the one who was dropping all the way back to start the play. Right? He had the help from McAllister, Gravenberg, and of course Soboslai. Soboslai was on the right side, but I felt like we didn't truly have a right winger. Right? Joey G did a couple overlap. Gakpo, some people feel like Gakpo is just Gakpo, but I feel like as he played the wing position very well because he was able to use his fullback. To me, that's a plus. We've been complaining about it. He did something well. You have to point it out. Now, was he something grandiose? No. We're not going to be like, oh my God, Gakpo was killed. No. This is the first game that I've seen that he's used his fullback well. Big up to T-Row. He said, I told people that our title charge started on Sunday. You are shameless. You are shameless. But you know what? If it is, then it is. Because I told you guys, we need 70 points. Irishman, you there?
Yep.
Okay. I told people we need 70 points. And can we get 70 points out of 78? We shall see. But like, what was your what they say prognosis on the match yesterday?
Well, the prognosis wasn't great. The diagnosis slightly different.
Yeah.
Still very nervy. I mean, if your heart wasn't in your mouth when Jared Bowen let fly on the edge of the box at 1-0, big moment. Really, really. And you could see, I mean, Bowen was very clever. He tried to go for the ball and he realized he wasn't going to get it. And he just stood and waited for maybe just that striker's chance. And it kind of bobbled out to him, like almost like a perfect little pass to him. And he smashed them. And 9 times out of 10, he buries them.
Right.
And you could see the way Virgil reacted. Virgil was so angry because he knew all the good work that we put in could have been undone with one swing of a boot. So you could, even at 1-0, it was obviously 1-0, extremely precarious. But we didn't play as well in the second half as we did in the first half, I don't think. Especially Florian Wirtz was really instrumental. He was a lot quieter, I thought, in the second half. But overall, yeah, just to me, the only real story about it was kind of the more the non-technical side. That to me, it's your Arne Slot and you absolutely 100% forget all this. There's 4 games coming up nonsense. You have to win that game. You have to. You cannot go to West Ham and take another defeat.
Yeah.
It cannot happen. You got to win it.
Right.
And what do? You drop Mo Salah. And you don't bring him on for a must-win, cannot lose game.
Yeah.
That was absolute, and it worked. Especially in the first half. I mean, we should have had a few more goals.
Right.
Bert should have scored. But I think that was incredibly brave. I mean, people have been calling out from, not, again, like you said, I'm not Gakpo's biggest fan. I used to be. I've gone off him a bit. But yesterday he had a goal and assist. You can't ask for a lot more.
Right.
But I just think the idea that Slot looked at that game and thought, I cannot lose this. How do I not lose this game? Right, Mo, you're out. I thought that was absolutely huge. And he didn't. I was kind of saying it'd be kind of funny if he did a Chiesa and just gave him like 4 minutes at the end or something. But he didn't even get off the bench. So I think that needs to be, that should be the main talking point for me, really, is the managers. It's more about, I'm the one that always gives out and say, if we lose a game, people always come on and say, oh, well, if this guy had played or if that guy had played, it's always the best player is always the guy who didn't play. If he'd been fit, we would have won, or if Ali had been in goal, we wouldn't have conceded.
Yeah.
But, it's more like the guy who wasn't playing yesterday almost was the biggest story and the most important story, because it is time we keep talking about it. It's like, Daddy's not going to hold your hand anymore. He's not going to come in. He dropped you off. Now he's going home. You're on your own. First time you're on your own. Normally, Daddy comes in and he walks in. He stays around for half an hour till keeps an eye on it. Nope, leaving you at the front gate this time. In you go on your own. Look after yourself. And they stood up. And Wirtz, you can see what happens to Florian Wirtz when Mo Salah isn't in this team.
We've been saying it.
Look at his heat map yesterday, Posy. Look at his heat map yesterday.
All over the place.
But no red spots anywhere.
Nope.
There was no red spot. Like, there's normally a red spot in that left-hand 10 row. There was none of that. It was just green everywhere or yellow everywhere. He was left back, right back position. Like you said, he was everywhere. At some point during the game, he was everywhere.
Yeah. And
brilliant. Should have scored. Should have scored that chance. 100%. You have to say it. He should have buried it. Too weak of a shot. Way too weak of a shot. Like Michael Owen said, even if you can't hit that along the ground, you have to give it a bit of air.
Right.
But he did too low and too soft. But other than that, man, just brilliant. And again, like say Joey G, I'm not comfortable with having our only 3 available centre halves all on the pitch at the same time. I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah,
because it's asking for injury problems. But Joey had a great game yesterday. He deserved it.
I mean, yesterday, I definitely agree with everything you just said right here. The man was desperate. So he had to put everything in, every possible chance for him to get something. I don't even think they thought they could win this. I think they were actually going for a draw if they could. Right? Let's start something. The goal was at least let's start something, and hopefully it works. But you're right. The fact that he dropped Mo Salah, and not that he dropped him just like he did against Frankfurt or he did against Galatasaray. This one is like, nah, brother, you not playing. You not playing. And he didn't play. I saw him warming up, but he didn't play. So, and yeah, if things have gone sideways, everybody would have been saying, oh, why didn't you play this guy? Why didn't you play that guy? And I think the manager stuck to his guns, and I like it. Right? I like what he did. It's you just have to, sometimes you just have to be like, hey, brother, you're not helping me. Actually, you've been hindering me, actually. But yeah, I do like what the manager did. We have to give him props for, like we've been screaming, back to the basics, right? Go back to the basics. He went straight to the basics, and it worked. We're not going to lie and be like, oh, it was luck because West Ham was poor. Well, that's the whole point. We were saying that another team was poor, and we saw what they did when they came to Anfield. You know what I mean? So we have to give him his props for at least changing something. And one thing that I like is what T Rose says right here. He said we actually had a structure. And I've been saying it. When you come up with a structure or a system, you can play players at their strength. And number one was Kirkers. What do you think about Kirkers yesterday? Let's go down one by one. What do you think about Kirkers yesterday?
Yeah, I was hopeful that one thing. I mean, Joey didn't sit and make the back three, but it he absolutely just played more like he wasn't, dropping in to make the back three when we're in build up and all that stuff. He was just doing normal left back stuff, doing what he's good at. I think he had a really, really good game. I have no worries about Kirkes. I think he's just come in. He's a bit young, a bit over enthusiastic, a bit hot headed, but those are not. All of those things are completely solvable. A lack of skill, a lack of ability, a lack of intelligence. You can't fix those issues. But with him, I don't think there's any problems with all. I think he's going to be absolutely fine for us. I think it's just his first season, a young player under a lot of pressure, and he's making mistakes.
Yeah.
I have no issues, but no worry, because I saw how good he was last year. I can see how good he is against top players. Once he gets his confidence and his fitness and his form and all that kind of stuff, forget tactics. People just, oh, well, in this system, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But just as a player, I've never really been that worried. I've been worried about him on the pitch at times, bit of a yellow card. But when you see the way he can play, you see the way he plays yesterday, again, we all know it's just West Ham. But we saw him play well against Arsenal. So just like you ask him to do what he's good at. Just don't really don't try and turn him into a different player immediately. It can happen over the course of his career where he can develop, but trying to maybe rush it too quick, do things that asking him to, not get the best out of himself. So maybe keeping it a bit simple with Joey G on the other side allowed him to maybe just stop, make that battery, and Carquez can just go forward. Cody used them as well, not as much as maybe some of us would like. Maybe the pass wasn't always on, but he did. He's got to get a link up going with him. He's got to get a relationship going with Carquez.
Yeah.
They have to get used to each other, and they have to start using each other. They can't just be dummy run after dummy run after dummy run for Kirkes and Gakpo turns inside or cuts inside.
Yeah. I agree with you. The thing is, Kirkes he's a good player. Like, he comes to a new team, a new very high level, levels to this team when you're in these teams, right? And I don't think he's been very welcoming from his captain. But yesterday, I'll talk about Virgil later, but Kirkes yesterday, I saw that people say, oh, he can go, like he can play, the fullback well. But yesterday he was bombing forward exactly how he used to do at Bournemouth, and Gakpo, credit to Gakpo for also allowing him that channel for him to to do his overlapping. And a couple of times, yes, he did do quote unquote, he didn't invert, let's just call it underlap, because the winger is more on the line and the fullback goes under him. What they call it, inverting is basically when the fullback is playing midfield, but that's not what he did yesterday. I think he played well. Defensively, he was pretty solid, because we know Joey, what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Their best player, Bowen. I said Bowie. Bowen is a very dangerous player. At his best, he can take the best down. I mean, we've seen what he did to City, what he did to Arsenal last year at the Emirates. So he's a very, very good player. But I think he holds his own. And the thing is, this is the thing that people need to understand. I have not seen any winger blow past him. Now, has there been any winger giving him problem? Yes. I felt like Semenyo gave him problems. Idueke, but Idueke was crossing the ball from the center line, so I didn't feel like Kirkes was a threat. But yesterday he played well. He was positionally better. He didn't have to overextend himself. He kept it simple. You could see he was excited to get the ball. Every time the ball came to the left side of the field, he was calling for it, and he was actually even taking risk. It didn't matter whether a player was on him or not. Pause. He was able to move the ball freely, right? You could see his position was not bothering Virgil, because Virgil didn't have to babysit him. And I think that's how we play him going forward. Now, he was substituted because the manager said that he had a cramp. So I think that good for the manager and the captain to finally playing a system where the person that we spend money on is actually playing well. Now, again, it is West Ham, but still, you can only beat the team that is in front of you. We said that against Forest and see what happened. Big up yourself, Nalante. Good to see you.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Yeah,
Mr. Rhodes, Irishman in the panel. But yeah, go for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me read what some of this comment. Big up to Christian. He said Isak's goal from Isak was world class. I agree. Simple. That's a striker's goal. There's no big fuss about it. Just give me the ball when I need it, and I'll put it in the back of the net. The win is more of an indictment of slot dropped Salah, started Gomez, and we played better. But I didn't like how passive we were after going one goal up. And I think, Irishman, you did mention something like that. A good confident boost for the team. Still won't fraud out. Never change,
we have to stop this, man. We have to stop this. No calling. I'm getting bored of it. Look, sorry, because I'm a bit tired of some of these people online with the name calling, because end of the day, and I've said it from day, and Brian said it in his channel, you want to say tactically he's not doing this, he needs to be out, cool, no problem. But calling the manager a bum and fraud, I'm sorry, you're getting personal and you're getting too emotional. End of the day, where are you lots? Where's you lots certificates? Where's your license to become a manager? I'll wait. So I'm just tired of the fraud bum thing. It's just personal and embarrassing. But anyway, continue.
Okay, that's what the man Alante just said. He said that play defenders in defense and we will be fine. I agree with that. The players, like I said, he played the players in the positions where they needed to be, and he did very well. Yeah, I'm hearing this. I was listening to Ensman's channel, and he said, I think Honesty was the one who said that Van Bronckhorst is close to leaving. I mean, usually the last time this type of thing happened, the manager got fired afterwards. What do you say about the Irishman?
Sorry, I'm just reading something. I was reading that. Yeah, I agree with Nalante, by the way. I mean, it is. I think it's genuinely embarrassing for grown adults to be calling other grown adults playground, schoolyard names. They can just, there's no need for it. I find it cringy and embarrassing. If it's your opinion, it's your opinion. But
no, I'm sorry.
I just think it is.
Brian. Sorry, Brian. Sorry, Brian, you can go in. Sorry, I'm just apologize. Rasta, that's not an opinion, buddy. You can't be saying bum and fraud is an opinion. You're personally attacking someone who, all due respect, I haven't got a license, nor have you a manager's license, a pro license to manage. So bum and fraud is not an opinion. You're attacking the brother. Come on, man. Let's be serious now. I'm really getting fed up with this, honestly. Sorry, Brian. Continue.
Yeah, like you were saying, the manager a lot. Again, but that's our opinion. So, that's all it is, our opinion. I'd just say I do find it a bit kind of, I expect it from the 15-year-old kids, not the 50-year-old men. Not making any assumptions, Rasta. You don't look a day over 35.
Are you saying Rasta is 50-year-old? Is that what we hear?
No, I said he doesn't look a day over 35, but he's got a bit of grey in the dreads, so, he ain't hiding it. He's a real man. He ain't going to hide that grey.
He's a Liverpool supporter, so the grey will come up. You know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, just... it's kind of funny. There's a lot of kind of coincidences, because that's the last time Mo Salah was dropped for a Premier League game was also West Ham. I think it's 2024. Last time, nearly 18 months, the last time he was sat down. I didn't quite catch your point, actually. I'm afraid about the manager getting sacked. What that happened the last time.
I mean, Brendan Rodgers' team, before they let him go, they fired his backroom staff, right? And then he was fired. I mean, it was weird that they fired the backroom staff and you are still there. Usually, you the one who leaves, and then your backroom staff follows. So
normally, normally the manager will go, and then that's the other thing as well. We do have to remember. I'm not saying it's not a reason. I mean, it's just it will happen. Because when this summer, if I know a lot of these people will stay, but some of them won't. I think there was something like 18 staff changes behind the scenes. We replaced, I think, academy directors. We replaced the coaches, like all the unders. A load of the medical team left. Physios left. A load of new physios came in. A load of new coaches came in. 70% of that will go with slot as well. So like you're saying, yeah, it's usually like the manager will go before, and then the backroom staff that are leaving will go with him. But yeah, that everything came along then. Leeds, I think, is an easy one. Leeds, I think, is an easy one. But Sunderland can be a tough one. Sunderland can be a real tough one. So you just got to go back to back now. Because he's not going to change anybody's opinion with it 2-0 Sam, But it's a start, and it's a good place to start.
Yeah. Rasta, I don't need you to go anywhere, man. You don't need to go anywhere. Stay there, watch the show, and enjoy it. Come on, brother. You know I love you. You make the show better, so please stay there. Don't go anywhere. Big up to Fuzzy, man. Fuzzy, are we back? Hold on, let me put it.
I'm not gonna do the same as
Fuzzy, are we back? Fuzzy, are we back? Are we at the slot in? Are we at the slot in?
Out. He's out of here, man. Still, man. That asshole should have done this 10 games ago. He's doing it now. You know what I mean? Out of here and all that bullshit, man.
Yeah, man. It's that's what I'm saying. I mean, the game itself, I was telling the brethren, it was elementary. It was basic. He kept it simple, something that we've been screaming for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he finally did. And he have a structure and a simple tactic that made players play well, right? Yeah. Rose say I may want Slot to leave because I don't like his football, but I want to win the league and Champions League. There we can review his position. That's all I'm saying, Ro. That's all I'm saying. Uncle Albert in the building, he's still screaming out. Yeah, I mean, I told people until at the end of the season, if I don't see Virgil's armpit, I'm still on the dark side, man. Until I see a major trophy being hoisted, we're not talking about anything.
You're not fooling me after one game, my friend.
No.
I've seen this before, Aston Villa and Real Madrid. I've seen it before.
Yeah,
and I said we're back, baby. I remember I was here saying things like that, and then all of a sudden we'll go back to normality. This guy's mad, man. He's a crazy guy. He's a maniac. Okay, we beat West Ham, 0 shots against us, playing Gomez right back. How long have we been on this platform saying that? And then we get in people telling us, what were they telling us? Oh, no. We can't play him, he might get injured and all this stuff. So when are you going to play him then? Like, when are you going to play the defender? Like, look what Gomez did yesterday. Not just defensively, offensively. You know what I mean? He created a goal. He was part of the first goal because it was his throw-in that got back to him. Then he passed it to Wirtz, and Wirtz passed to Gakpo passed to Isak scored. Yeah. So there you go. Like, you know what I mean? If he did this 10 games ago, would we be in this situation? We don't know because, we look more solid with Gomez. Not only did Gomez actually perform and the long balls from the back of West Ham were limited. Did you see the set pieces when he's taking out his own players and getting to the ball and all that stuff? You know what I mean? From the corners and all that stuff. But nobody looks into that. They just, you know what I mean? This head coach is out of his depth, number one. Number two, he's going, remember, Brian, remember Nalante, remember Kwazi, he's going against his principle. That's what he's done.
That's the part where everybody's like,
let's go that way now. Let's talk about that now.
Yeah. That part, I don't know. Yeah. The thing is, Joey G, and yes, we are worried because we don't have another center back in the case that somebody gets.
It's not our fault.
But at the end of the day,
you're getting 3 points.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he played the right player in the right position, right? We didn't have to force Szoboszlai and Jones try to switch up both, okay, I'm going to go play right back. Okay, you switch, you go play right back. Yeah, that foolishness stopped. Joey, let's talk about Joey a little bit. And there's a few of the stats I don't think is fully accurate, but Joey played very well. In the beginning, the first 5-10 minutes, you could see his rusty. And it wasn't just him. This is the part where people need to understand. We are so bad. When we were playing simple football, we were rusty. That's how bad we are right now, right? Like, we literally had to go straight back to the basics to figure ourselves out. And even when you watch the first 15 minutes game, you're like, oh, geez, it's going to be a long day. But eventually, they got control of the ball. They started using it properly. I mean, West Ham tried to do the long ball. And the fact that the defense was set properly, it didn't matter because you can't outrun Joey. Even though Joey is not at his super speed like he used to be. You couldn't outrun Konate. Yeah, ain't going to happen. That kind of long balls is not going to beat Konate. He's strong. He's fast. Okay, we don't need to talk about Virgil. Kirker's right position at the right time most of the time. So that part did not work. Bowen had to try to go toe-to-toe with him. And there was maybe 1 or 2 times where you could say Bowen had better of him, where he almost scored. Or the one cross that whipped across the goalpost. Yeah. Other than that, playing players at their strength by having a proper structure is the best way to go. We've been saying this. Some people even said it at the beginning of this season. Yeah. Some people were saying when we started losing, but playing players at the right part, keeping it simple was the best thing to do instead of trying to be. This is football. You don't need to do calculus in football. I know Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp did it.
You know what it is, guys? Yeah, I've realized it, innit? I've realized why Arne Slot was doing this. With this head coach that we've got here, great, won the Premier League. Thank you very much. Thank you for everything that you've done in that. Yeah, you played a formation that you didn't change from the previous manager. Great, outstanding. This season, what he did wrong is he tried to stray away from this too quickly. If you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, guys, like he tried to get rid of the Jurgen Klopp kind of tactics, trying to implement his ideas into this team to go forward and prosper, but it backfired because he did it too quickly. If he gradually did that, as you're winning and all that stuff, winning trophies, and then next season probably implement those ideas because of Arteta not going to be at Arsenal. Probably it looks like Pep Guardiola might be leaving sooner than we think. Then you got that actual path that to dominate and implement your own ideas eventually. To me, he just tried to change things too quickly. He tried to stray away from the Jurgen Klopp tactics that he was successful with last season because of the pressures of the outside. A lot of people telling him the reason that you won the league is because you won it with Jurgen's team number 1 and Jurgen's tactics number 2. So when you're listening to this, some people are very arrogant and very stupid because they listen to the outside influences and all of a sudden try to change things to their advantage. So next season, if he wins the Premier League, this season, he could tell them, well, there's my tactics. But this is the dumb side of this guy. If he just stuck with his, the way we was before and then slowly implemented it, then he wouldn't have these issues. But he's unfortunately listening to the people from the outside, which influenced him. Hence why we're looking at a team that's got no tactics on the pitch on a continuous basis. Now he's going against his principle, which is playing with these players in their right positions. And not only that, the midfield have stepped back 5 yards. If you look at Gravenberch and McAllister yesterday, they were in front of the defense. They didn't stray. They didn't go forward and join up with the attack. So as soon as the team counter-attacks, the ball's behind us and we're in trouble and they're going to score. We didn't do anything like that. Everyone was in position. Like it's a system that was, hard to beat, as we was asking for Kwasi, as we were asking for Brian, as we were asking for Nalante for a long time. He finally figured it out. But this is 10 games too late. I mean, And now, like,
games ago, we were 3 games into a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah. So, yeah, mate.
But nobody wanted him to change it after 3 games.
I wish he did this earlier, but it's against his
10 games ago.
Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
No, it's 10 games ago. In the league. We were 3 games into a 5-game winning streak.
No, but we still conceded goals, bro. We wasn't there. We scoring last-minute goals. Was conceding goals left, right, and center. That's what I'm trying to say.
We scored last-minute goals, not conceding.
Yeah, but we're scoring them, Brian. But I still don't want to concede goals. I still want to be hard to beat, if you know what I mean. And that's what we wasn't. Every single time we was 2-0 up, they picked back 2-2, and we have to win in the last minute. Nah, come on, man. Like, we've got to be serious here. If you're a top team, you got to like make sure the back line as well as the midfield and the forward line is in sync, and make sure they don't concede goals. That should be your passion in the first place. You don't concede goals, you score goals, you win games. Simple as that.
Good point. Irishman, what do you think about what Joey brought to this fold yesterday?
Yeah, well, I'm one of those people that doesn't think you should play all 3 and only 3 available centre halves at the same time. I don't think you should be doing that. I think that's just asking for trouble. It's not about playing Joey or what. It's just we only have 3 centre halves, and you want all 3 of them on the pitch at the same time. Okay. Let's see how fit he is in 2 games' time. Let's see if he can do this. West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds. Don't think so. I don't think
he's going to play all 3, but he is going to play Sunderland. And Bradley should be coming back soon. Nolante, what are you saying, though? What do you think about Joey's performance? And I get what Irishman is saying. It's kind of risky because that's all your center backs left. So, what do you think about his performance?
It's either that or losing. You know what I mean? It's either that or losing games. So, which one? Sorry, Nolante. Go ahead, brother.
No, it's all good. Big up yourself, Fuzzy. Look, man, Joey G, that's my guy. That's just my guy right there. I watched him live at Charlton before we bought him. I saw the potential there, and I've seen him anytime I've gone to Anfield. I watched him, and does it surprise me? No, he gets disrespected a lot. He's another one who gets disrespected, like I said. And I get the injury thing, I get it, but look, I'm going to give you a point. Last season, Brighton, we were 1-0 down. Ibu had a stinker. Joey came in, and again, because he's a defender, he's quietly, he changed the game. He was up there changing the game. We came back. That was a great game at 2-1. And what happened after that? He was dropped. And I get it, but sometimes he's not used for a long time. He's not even getting 1 minute on the pitch, and then he picks up an injury like a month, 2 months' time. So, and I get what Brian's saying, but I think the reason why he played, I think Ramsey had a knock. So Ramsey couldn't play either. So it's either Joey or going back to that horrible Sobo Jones right back, and oh my lord, so we had to. So for me, it's pretty simple. Ibu needs to be dropped and Joe needs to start. I mean, we know he's good, man. For me, he's better than Ibu. Now, it might be a bit of bias for me. Some people might disagree. I get it. I understand that, no problem. But if Joey's fit, he's a quality defender. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the injury basis is. Ramsey back, whatever. So Slaughter's got decisions, but I just feel that Slot's going to do the boring thing once he gets Bradley back or whoever. Joey's going to be on the bench again, and you just kind of wasted him when Ibu is getting chance out of chances, out of form. So yeah, man. I mean, no surprise. He's always been quality. He's always been quality. So it's not a surprise to me.
But there's the thing, though. With me, it's not just the player who played there. Yes, it was important that we had Joey there. The other part is Ibu cannot be babysitting players anymore. He's been doing that since he's been at Liverpool, man. Eventually, he's like, bro, I'm tired. We saw Virgil getting upset at Kirker since the beginning of the season, and that's Virgil. So it doesn't matter who starts. If Bradley comes back and Ibu has to babysit Bradley again, there goes the whole system that we play. It was nice to see Bradley play well against what's the name? Real Madrid. But we saw what happened when he met Doku.
Bigger pitch, bigger space.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the system. It's not just the player. I'm glad. What's the name? I'm glad that Joey got a chance to play his first start in a year, and I want to
ask you guys a question. If Gomez played against Doku, when we saw what happened to Bradley didn't play badly, but he was struggling against Doku. Do you think Doku would do that to Gomez?
We don't know. Then how?
Is Gomez a better defender than Bradley? That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I mean that one is a fact. Yeah, I mean it depends. It depends exactly what they both bring, right? Joey defensively, like old school defending. Yeah, much better than Bradley. But the thing that Bradley gives you is his offensive side of the game, which allowed the team to play a little more expensive.
Game, to be fair,
right?
Against Man City, we didn't need that. We needed someone that could defend against Doku. I mean, as I said to you guys after that game, I think we did a stream straight after, didn't we? And I said, if Doku was the problem the whole game, right? He would. Yeah. I don't think Haaland and Foden were impacted in the game as much as Doku. So if you just get rid of that threat, and bring a defender on that can defend against him, would City be as good as what they were? I don't think so.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you, City would have done exactly what they did to us. I don't care who Joey or somebody played.
You don't think so? You think so? Yeah, with Doku.
I'll tell you why. Because the system the manager was playing was expensive. Okay. It was way too expensive for a team like City. Okay. And City, and that's not even City playing at their best.
So if Doku wasn't playing, you think they were going to battle?
They would have, based on the system that we played, Doku would have remember, Doku is a pacey player.
So if you see the game the way it was going like that day, you wouldn't bring Gomez on to stop.
It's not a player.
I'm asking you though, like if you see
and that's what I'm saying. You bring Joey in there, all he's going to be doing is running, chasing Doku all around, and that could have got him injured because we know Joey muscles is not there like he used to be. The problem yesterday,
you can't stop the threat though.
The threat wasn't. Player wise, yes, the threat was Doku, but look at how we played yesterday compared to how we played against City. Yesterday we were compact. We have a structure. Remember, West Ham started by doing exactly what City and every other team was doing to us. It didn't work because everybody was in the right position, right? And then when they decided to go man to man, you're not going to blow past Joey. You see what I mean?
They tried the long balls, didn't work.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They tried one-on-ones, didn't work.
It didn't work, exactly. So if you look at the two style of play, it was that's why everybody's been mad at the manager. Bro, it's not working. You are way too wide open. Your 6, who's supposed to protect the back 4, is trying to score a goal. And every time they break, what happened? Wide open. 2 touches and they're in front of the net. Yesterday, they tried that. It didn't work.
I love, even freed up, even Kirk. I was impressed with Kirkez yesterday, guys. You know what I mean? He freed him up, because as soon as he went up, what did Gomez do? Back free. You know what I mean? Every time Kirkez goes forward, back free. And not only that, Gravenberch and McAllister didn't stray too far from the defense. It made it more difficult for the opponents to, have a go at us as well. So this is the way, man. I know, like you guys are saying, like he's gonna get injured. But he's gonna get injured anyway. If he plays center back, right back, it doesn't really matter.
That's the thing.
It's all about the 3 points for me, man. I don't care anymore about resting the player for other players. He's gonna get injured no matter what. That's Gomez's life. It's always been like that. So I think the reason he's using him now, because how many weeks are we away from the transfer window? Not too far now, is it? It's 4 weeks, isn't it? So
are you having a conspiracy theory he's trying to sell him?
He's playing him now, and no. He's playing him now because he knows he's not too far from the transfer window, and the games are limited. They're not going to be like 8-10 games, or something like that. So that's why he's playing him right now, in my opinion. But listen,
that's the reason why you don't throw the Carabao Cup away.
Yeah. Another thing as well, but I thought it was brilliant yesterday. But then again, I'm not going to hold my breath. I said the same thing about the Chelsea and Real Madrid. So the Aston Villa and Real Madrid game. Look how that turned out. You know what I mean? I was celebrating it. Quasi was telling me no, and I said yes. And look what happened, man.
But big up to Uncle Albert. Thank you for joining us. Quickly, what do you guys think about Mr. Isak yesterday? Personally, I thought that nothing too big. Still, we have the problem of not finding.
I wish he stayed on, Kwasi. I really do. I wish he stayed on. Yeah. I think he could have got a second goal as well. What did Joey Barton call him?
No, I don't want to talk about that fraud.
Yeah, okay.
Guys,
like I was saying, real quick, Uncle.
Yeah,
I still think we have a problem finding the striker and giving the striker enough balls. Pause. But the balls that he got was right in the places where the striker needs to be. Clearly. And this again coming back to giving the manager some credit. Isak didn't have to drop to the number 6 position to get the ball. This thing of I need my striker to start with the build-up because Bobby Firmino and Benzema and Aguero used to do those type. Aguero even didn't use that. He will stay up there. That foolishness, that football is moved on. Players, the forwards these days can't do that anymore. So people who are saying, well, he wasn't enough of the build-up, that's not his job anymore. His job is to stay there, get the ball, and put the ball in the back of the net. That goal he scored is a striker's goal. He doesn't need to do anything. His job is to put more balls in the back of the net. That's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to have a great performance, dribbling and dropping his shoulders and not making people. Those are the football of the past. Football goes in cycles. Eventually, it will come back. But right now, he's a striker. And if you know what a striker's job is ball to feet, back of the net. That's it. Or head, ball to head, back of the net. Nothing else. Just put yourself in a position where you need to play. So I'm not going to be, he did exactly what we spent the money on. Last year or the previous years, we had our strikers running around like they were the number 10, and they're not. And when we get them the ball in front of the net, they could not score. And what do? We sold them. This guy is a goal machine. He is out of form. Let's get him back to form by having him touch the ball enough. That part I'm getting again on the case of the manager. Find a proper system where this guy can receive more of the ball, because yesterday it was even less than the previous match. And the previous match, he played 68 minutes, touched the ball 14 times. This one was even lower. But guess what? He scored the goal. So that's all we talk about, right? So, Irishman, what do you think about Isak? And I still feel like we need to give him more of the ball. In the right places, that is.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons that you don't see him get the ball as much as we would all like to is because we can't progress the ball from back to front quickly enough. And it doesn't matter how good a striker you are. If you're just, standing around waiting for 5 minutes the ball come, players, defenses they're going to get back. They're going to be in shape. So you need to be able to move the ball to someone like Florian Wirtz, who moves into a dangerous position. I mean, he's standing there and then he watches the ball get passed 6 more times and then someone tries to get it to him. You need to get the ball to a player like him as quickly as possible, not direct long ball football, but just someone who can pass from deep and open that up, because Isak is going to get marked out of games. He's going to get crowded out of games, and he's not going to be an obvious passing option, and we can't pull teams apart then. It's a deep progression issue for us. It's too much passing around at the back, as you all know, because we don't have someone who can take the ball on the turn and ping a ball quickly over the top, can spot a gap, can exploit space, like Trent would, like someone like that can do. That's a reason this guy isn't getting as much of the ball. We saw yesterday, again, when Mo Salah is in the team, other players have to take that creative mantle. They have to take the role in the team of being the team's fulcrum talisman and all that. And you could see the partnership starting to develop between him and Isak. He nearly found him a couple of times. Good positions from different areas. It's not spamming balls into the box. It's passes played into him. So we've always had that issue of our strikers not getting a huge amount of the ball. We don't play completely through them. But that is an issue that will need to change, because you can't expect someone like him to get anywhere close to what he got when he's getting, say, 1/5 of the touches. Newcastle was a different team. We're a different team. Things are always going to be different. But you need to put him in those areas and show he'll score goals. That's why we didn't spend 140 million on him to be okay.
Yeah.
Because our system doesn't suit him.
Right.
We spent 140 million quid on him because he's one of the best goal scorers in the world. That's what we expect him to come in and do. So we do need to create a system. And I think if you had the ability in this team to launch quick counters from deep, or to pass quickly from deep, unexpected line breaking passes, Wirtz is in a lot quicker. Wirtz is in 15 touches sooner than he would be, and Isak is then in. You can get you'll get more from that. But slow build up is not going to help him. It's not going to help him anymore.
Nalante, what you say, man? I agree exactly with what Irishman is saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really much to say. I think I kind of say with what's your points? I think the fact that obviously, you know, we've got, you know, as much as he's been given for, I mean, whether it's a game, I know Slot can't say, oh, you know, I'll drop Salah because he's out of form. He's never going to say that. He's going to say, oh, there's 3-4 games. But I mean, let's be real. I mean, if it was Jurgen Klopp, Salah would have come on the pitch at some point. But he weren't needed really. That we were playing the system and getting to the future. But again, it's hard because it's only one game and West Ham weren't great, if I'm honest. I expected a bit better from them, they're being on the side, but you saw little relationships, you know, obviously Joey and Sobo were good on the right, combination of, you know, hard work, grit, desire, pressing, you know, and attacking, you know, there was a balance there. And then obviously, you know, Wirtz, and that for me, that was Wirtz's best game by a mile. Since he's been to the club, that was his best game. And again, it's just frustrating he didn't get the goal and assist. That's the only thing, and he should have scored. He should have done better, but that's the Wirtz we need to wake up. We need him. That's the Wirtz we need to be. And again, we need him and Isak to, you know, Isak, good finish. He was a bit, I mean, there was another one where he got squared in here and he was playing rugby, Isak. And then the one close to, and another day, he's playing rugby. I mean, sevens, you know, I mean, 3 points. I mean, but another day, Isak could have a hat trick. But again, I just feel, I'm not happy with the midfield. Grav and Mac, they're okay, but they're just lacking. For me personally, and again, everyone's going to disagree with me, I want Endo in that team. Not because he is the answer, but our midfield are still lacking. We just need a bit of bite, someone to just, you know, just steady, just a little bit. Endo with Grav, etc., you know, or Chiesa, but it's not going to happen. So we get the win, we move, and he has to beat Sunderland and Leeds. There's just no draw, no excuse. He has to win. Though if he wins the next two, I think they'll give him a little bit more lead time. So it's one game. I'm not gonna go. It's all right. It's a win, and we move. That's it, really.
Yeah, Fuzzy, what do you say about the striker, man? What do you say about the striker?
Oh, my brother, I'm happy. I'm happy with him, man. I mean, but it's like Brian said, like you got to build around a player like that. That's what we've got to do with Isak, and the supply line has to be better than what we're doing at the moment for him. And you saw that finish, guys. It was just straight in the bottom corner, clinical.
Classic.
And
that's a world-class finish.
He could do one touch finish. He could do, you know, a couple of touches finishes inside that box. As long as you put the ball in the box for him, he'll get you those goals. And there's something Newcastle were doing that we don't do for him. We don't give him, you know, the passes in a you know, like when he's in a phone booth, you know, like a close proximity. You know, with Isak, if you give him a pass, even if the defender is behind him, he used to turn it. Remember, for Newcastle, he used to turn towards the goal. He either creates for other people or he, you know, he shoots in the bottom corner, and that's what we don't do enough of. I think, like, with time, him and Florian Wirtz will build this relationship, and them to like and you know, it will be something like, we're all gonna love, because them to have to play together, you know, pause on a regular basis to get that chemistry, in my opinion. And the wide players have to do something as well to get him, you know, to get more goals for him as well. But him and Florian Wirtz, I think when they build that chemistry, it's going to be something frightening, not just in the Premier League, in Europe as well. So yeah, but let Uncle Albert go, man. Go on.
Yeah, Uncle Albert, big up yourself. Welcome in.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Thank you for being patient.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, what do you think about Isak yesterday?
Well, Isak showed everybody why we paid the money we paid for him. He has two strengths. he takes defenders on the run, takes the defender out with a single shuffle, and then there's cannons coming out of either side of his either feet. The other thing he has is teleporting himself from a standing position and knowing that he has a little window of opportunity to put the ball somewhere. And he does that with excellence. What he did yesterday, very few strikers can do. He had no margin for error. He couldn't stop the ball because by the time he stops the ball, the defender will cover. He couldn't take an extra touch because he takes an extra touch, the goalkeeper steadies himself. He had to do what he had to do without hitting it too hard to reduce the accuracy and finding that channel that he found. That's why you pay 125 million for a player like Isaac. And I have a few choice words for those who said we shouldn't have paid for him, including Liverpool supporters. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. I haven't heard from you. I haven't heard from you this morning. We lost 2 strikers in the summer, right? We lost 2 strikers. We lost Nunes and lost Jota, and yet people get up and say we should only have bought Ekitike. You see, there are 2 predominant types of striker. There's the Bobby Firmino, there's the Ekitike. There is the Karim Benzema type of striker who can play from deep. And then there's the Gary Lineker striker. There's the Aguero striker. There is the Lukaku kind of striker. There are those guys who need the ball in the box. And then there are the strikers who can do both. Harry Kane. What's the name of this guy? Oh,
Who does he play for?
Oh, Inter. What's his name? Inter.
Martinez?
Argentina. Yeah. Those kinds of strikers, right? So if you have a striker, you play to his strengths. You cannot have a striker whom you should look for, and then you have 2 wingers who are always getting the ball and wasting it. One of the reasons why we did well yesterday, and I know the elephant is in the room, is that Salah didn't play. End of story. So let me go back to Joey G. For all those of you who were watching the panoramic views, Joey G was never in line with his central defenders. And there was a reason, it's experience. It's not coaching. He gave himself 2 yards to plug that hole that he knew West Ham were looking for. If you notice, he caught Callum Wilson out offside so many times. That's experience. It's they don't teach you how to do it. And I think it's an indictment on our coach if he knows the history of Joey G and never used him as often as he should use him. Let's not forget that before he got his ACL, he was part of the starting center half duo for England. In fact, he got his ACL on England duty.
Talk to talk,
Right?
Uncle Albert. Talk to talk.
Right. And there was a point at which he was the starting center back combo with Virgil until that injury came along.
I think he was if you look at that season we won the league in the COVID, what would they call it, when the COVID started, he was the actual partner for Virgil.
So what is it that our coach doesn't know? Why would you keep a gem like that on the bench with a proviso that he may get injured? What's wrong with you?
You'd rather lose games than play.
Yeah, what's wrong? You'd rather play Gravenberch than play Joey G? Are you serious, mate? Anyways, I hope that he has seen his mistake.
This is amazing stuff,
But you know what?
Amazing stuff.
I don't have any confidence in our coach not going back to make the mistakes he's made on Wednesday. So I'll give myself Wednesday before I pass further comment. We are lucky that Sadiki is not playing. You see, Kwesi and all my friends, opposing managers have a very simple strategy to beating Liverpool. Liverpool.
He organized.
Target that hole that we leave between the fullback and our winger who won't tackle back. Simple. Remember what this little annoying fullback for Chelsea said after our match with him? He said he was targeting that space, and he targeted the space. That's exactly what he did.
Exactly. And did you see that space getting targeted yesterday?
Yes, multiple times. But Joey G gave himself 2 yards, so they could never isolate him one-on-one and could never isolate Konate. Look, you can't. I keep saying this, and the people laugh at me. You can't tell a guy who earns £70,000 a week to cover up for a guy who earns £400,000 a week. Players are human. Come and do your work. You are the highest earning player in the league. Come and do your work.
Yeah.
But yesterday, you noticed 11 people behind the ball in defensive transition. 11, not 10 and a half. Not a guy who has gone and negotiated to sit up whilst everybody is defending. And I've said it. Okay? Predominantly, West Ham didn't get to us because Salah didn't play. But I'm coming to a point. We also cannot say that Salah cannot play again. But we need him to adopt his game. The same Salah who had 1,000 assists last season, we must adopt him in a more narrow position. You can't keep him out wide, not defending anything, and expect that one person covers. Look, have you guys stood on a football pitch before?
Yep.
One person to cover 70 yards in either direction. Are we serious here? So, for me, I feel sorry for Konate. His own mouth and his actions haven't helped him. But yesterday, you saw the difference. Konate needs help, just like everybody else. Yes, he's strong, he's gangly, he's wiry, but you can't ask him to do all that without making a mistake. So let's keep those balances working.
Yeah.
It is the balance. And then also, before I round up, because just quickly, for those people who say we shouldn't have bought VYBEZ, stop smoking that stuff. It's not good for you. Right? That diesel distilled hashish that many people smoke, and just because they have a phone, they tweet anything, whether the phone belongs to them or not. We shouldn't have bought VYBEZ. Are you serious? Did you see him yesterday? All that he needs is the space to work. You can't have a striker who is dropping back in his way. And I remember watching several of our brother Husam's.
No, we'll talk about them later. But let me get to since you segue to VYBEZ, Irishman. I still want to debate you on why you still feel like we shouldn't play 3 center backs when we don't have any fullbacks. But let's get to
No, whoa. Again, the words coming out of your mouth are not the words that came out.
No,
of
he
my
didn't
mouth.
say that. He didn't say that. He just didn't want to risk. He just didn't want to risk Joey.
That's
He
what-
didn't say you
that's
can't
what-
play him.
I woke
No.
everybody up. Now,
I just said play Joey, play again. And again, I mean, if we're going to get if we're talking about how good Joey was the year we won the season, that was 6 years ago. And he needs injections in his knee now. So let's not pretend he's
but we cannot still think that he can't play. That's what my point is.
No, but can I just really clarify the whole
Yeah, go ahead.
that you have 3 centre halves at the football club. Okay, we have, as Slot has pointed out, a game every 3-4 days. If you play all 3, we're going to end up in a position like Albert's talking about. We're going to have to play bloody Endo at centre. Like I was all for giving Ibu the day off. Like put Ibu on the bench, play Joey G at centre half, and he would have marshalled that. But again, the reason he's out there is Frimpong is injured, Ramsey apparently was unavailable, and Bradley is injured, and Salah wasn't playing. So you need Dom in that right-sided role. So Joey G on his day, I think, is a better player than Ibu. So I'd rather have a fully fit Joey G at centre half and Ibu on the bench.
100% is better than.
But see, this is the part where you guys also, the reason why you guys are worried about Joey is the reason why the manager don't play him, because Joey can do what Ibu does, and that's babysitting 3-4 players, including Virgil sometimes. Then
if
his
Salah
knees
wasn't playing, he wouldn't have to do that bit. But again, okay.
No, but this is the thing. That's why I'm so happy that the manager finally got into his brain to make the structure more compact and more simple for everybody to play.
You know what is Quasi, yeah? You know what?
That's what I'm saying. And real quick, Fazi, please. And this is what I was going to say. That's why me and Fazi were debating about the CT, the Doku. You know, if you are put Joey into that City game, the same thing would have happened. Joey will be running around chasing Doku, and Doku, that's Doku's his strength. Chase me, right? Kicks the ball and chase. That's all he does. He has no final third, but he will make you work by chasing him around because he's focused on his pace. The one thing that we can have Joey do is out here babysitting players. When 6 years ago, when he was at his pump, he had Anderson to take care of Trent. He was not the one taking care of Trent. Ever since Ibu came to the club, remember when Ibu came to the club, that was towards the end of Henderson. So that one good year that he went on the quad, after that, Henderson fell off. Then Ibu had to babysit Salah and Trent. So it's not that Ibu can do the job. The idea is he's doing way too many work. And that's why I kept asking people, if you don't change the system and you bring Gehi in and you ask Gehi to just jump into the system that as we had a week ago, the same thing will happen to Joey.
Kwesi, rephrase, man. Hendo is not finished.
Yeah, but
Hendo
the way
ain't
we're
finished, bro.
But let's go back to our Fazi. Fazi, what were you saying? And I would like to talk about Vert real quick.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, to add on to you, what you guys are saying is, you know, like about resting a player. Listen, in an ideal world, I would love to rest, you know, Gomez so you could replace Konate. But the thing is, guys, we're in no position to choose, man. If we lost that game yesterday, we could have been in the bottom half, further away where we was. You know what I mean? So if you're in that situation, even if a player has to get injured, you have to take the opportunity. You have to win. You know what I mean? And this is what they done yesterday. They took the risk. It worked. Let it continue. I don't care about this, you know, resting players and all that stuff anymore. We're in no position to pick and choose. We're in a bad predicament, guys. To the point we was in the bottom half. We was below Everton and Man United. We could have gone even further if we lost yesterday's game. But listen, something happened. It changed. Let's continue. Let's start winning. Let's climb up that table and see where we go from there. All this stuff, like, you know, I'm afraid of a player getting injured. We're not in a position like that to worry like that anymore. We're in a position about results. I want to win games, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's why it was important to not lose that Carabao Cup. We move, but hey, Irish big up, guys. Big up, Nee. Thank you for joining us. What are we saying about Verts though? One thing I like about what Verts was doing is playing Verts at his strength. Let him
just before that, can I have a say? I think we should slow down and cool down a bit. I think we've made some wild statements here.
On what?
Uncle Albert, I don't think that we can reduce everything to say the only reason we won the game or played better is because of Salah. I think that would be a little reductive, but I would.
He's on mute. Keep talking.
I was very clear with what I said. I said the major reason. My brother, go and watch that game again. You see, everything is a follow-on from something that happens.
Anyway, Uncle Albert, if I may, you let me land.
Yeah, but you are misquoting me, so I need to correct the record.
You said the major. Okay, that's fine. I would also not take this opportunity to while Joe Gomez had a decent game. He had a good game. Let me just say he had a good game. But I mean, I think we are taking this thing too wildly. I mean, West Ham were that terrible. They were that terrible. Let's not stand here and big up Joe Gomez as if he played against prime Barcelona or.
No. I'm not going to let you do that. Stop. We got to, as a Liverpool fans and football fan, we have to stop acting like you can only beat the team that's in front of you. We just lost to a team at Anfield 3-0, and they were 19th in the league. So we could only talk about what.
And Kwesi, that team, that Nottingham Forest. No, hold on. I'm adding on to what you're saying.
And you telling me to hold
Nottingham Forest lost to Brighton at home yesterday.
Hold up. We have to stop thinking that just because somebody do something right and you give him an opportunity, you praise him because you don't know what he's going to do next game. It starts somewhere. You can't just go in the middle. Nothing starts in the middle of anything. It doesn't matter whether we play Barcelona or not. Bradley against Real Madrid killed Vinicius. He meet Doku, which Vinicius is better than Doku, and then what happened? So we have to focus on exactly what happened yesterday. And what happened yesterday is Joey played well. He helped solidify the defense. Now, whether we played at level 20 or level 1, at the end of the day, is Liverpool came up with a clean sheet. Can you tell me that about the 3-4 games before that? No. So focus on exactly what we did yesterday. This has nothing to do with overpraising anybody.
I don't want to be talking over each other. That's why I've allowed everyone to come in.
But don't be disingenuous and say, oh, he didn't play against Barcelona.
My brother.
No.
Give him the credit that he did yesterday. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Nottingham Forest lost at home to Brighton 2-0 yesterday. They were 19th when they put 3 pastors at Anfield. So it is about how you dispose the players you have. It is never about, oh, you can't say that about Salah and you can't say this about... I can say what I really damn well want about Salah. Because he doesn't defend.
Finishing.
Well,
you see,
Uncle,
let him finish. Uncle, let him finish.
Let me just
no. It's his turn. It's his time. Go ahead, Nee.
I never said you cannot say that. I said I disagree, and I don't think that is the reason why. And if we are also in the same breath, if we are praising Joe Gomez as if the performances was highly or hugely dependent on Joe Gomez, I don't think that's also a fair reflection of the game. Yes, he had a good game. I'll say he had a good game. And question to my point, I started by saying that he had a good game, but the way we are talking, it's as if Gomez took the game at the scruff of the neck and he was the one like marshalling the defense and all that, which was not the case. If West Ham were a little bit decent,
oh my God,
they would have given us problems. I mean, big, huge problems. And Uncle, you can also go and watch the game again. How they were cutting through us, but they had nothing in the final third. They had no quality in the final third. So yes, Gomez had a good game, but I want us to slow down a bit. Let's give him a few run of games. Let's give him a few run of games, then we can come back and see whether, because now we are making reference.
I normally agree with you, bro, but today, no.
Yo. This is a shocker. West Ham don't have quality in the final third.
Uncle, let him finish. Come on, let him finish. Go ahead, finish.
Uncle,
so that other people are waiting.
We should talk about the game. I'm not talking about generally West Ham. I'm talking about the game yesterday.
Now remember, I want us to talk about Vert, so let's hurry up and
show
start
quality in the final third.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can disagree with me, and that is fine. But yesterday, they didn't show any quality in the final. They were poor, very, very poor in the final third. So all I'm saying is that yes, Gomez had a good game, but the way we are talking about Gomez, and Kwesi, to your point, I started my statement by saying that he had a good game. But let's at least give him a run of games. You know, people were even giving examples of Gomez 6 years ago when he was playing very well with VVD. And in between that time and now, Gomez hasn't been that great a center back. He hasn't been that great a center back. So yes, he has the ability. Majority because of the injuries that he suffers, he's unable to hit that form again. That is all part of the game. And Kwasi, there is this thing also. I know we bash Salah here and here. I mean, countless times we bash Salah. But I don't want us to think that because we can play the next game without Salah and we'll still be ineffective because they will play against a better opposition. But every time we win a game, it's because one player. We lose a game, it's because the other player. And the system is not fixed, in my opinion. So, guys, you can come in.
All right, let's talk about Vert real quick. Arishra, what do you think about Vert's performance yesterday? I think that he played very well. They played at his strength. The part that people don't understand is people want Liverpool to go from 0 to 1,000 like we are not a very, very poor team. The manager hasn't figured it out. What he did yesterday was just play basic elementary football,
and that's it. Yep.
which everybody's been saying we need to play basic to get our foot back. Exactly. So if people are expecting us to play whatever football, it's not gonna happen. But let's go back to Irishman. What did you say about Verts yesterday?
Oh well, we spoke. I mean, before the most of the other panel was in, we did speak quickly. Mm-hmm. I spoke about the heat map for him yesterday. If you just look at where he played yesterday, he didn't have the usual hot spot. He usually plays in a lot of different areas, but he didn't have a hot spot yesterday. He just had sort of green patches all these little. You could see that he was popping up everywhere. He was receiving passes everywhere. He wasn't just restricting himself to that one zone that he usually does most of his work in.
Right.
And he was incredibly available all the time. Always is what you want to see. Like he was every time the camera, you don't see the whole pitch, but he always seemed to be on the screen in the first half. You know, always there, always looking for the ball, always waiting for the ball, always laying it off and putting his hands up, waiting for the next pass. You know, really just the kind of player that you want to see. You don't want everything going through one guy. No, that's not a great idea. Just have everything going through one dude. But everything about him showed what we bought. You know, again, really poor finish. Should have scored that goal. But everything else, just it's the player we've kind of been waiting to see. We've seen bits and pieces of it, flashes of it, but the quality of the guy is absolutely undeniable. Wow. His ability to break lines. We're going to see it. We've seen nothing close to the best of this guy.
Nope.
Yesterday was just a little bit of a glimpse of it, a little bit of, okay, again, West Ham away, a lot of space, but just the undeniable quality on the ball. The more time he spends with his teammates, the more he won't have to look up. He'll know where people are going to be. He'll know the runs they're going to make, all those goods. So this guy, like Albert was, I mean, Didi Hamann needs to be taken out and sent to a sanatorium or something for those comments he was making, saying he might be going out on loan in January. Absolutely. This guy, I mean, I love Didi. He's on Irish TV a lot. Didi is always on. So we know him well in Ireland, you know, and he does come out with some crazy statements, but that was absolutely up there. So the more time you give him and you just get him on the ball, you put him in the positions that he's good at, which isn't always easy. You know, he'll be marked in games. Don't think he won't be. But as he grows into the league, but you saw, just like I say, Quasi, it was just the fact that he was so available all the time, always demanding, always wanting the ball. In, like, I think Fozzie mentioned, or like that pass into like Isaac, he was in the phone booth. You know, it's like the kind of guy that, there's two guys within 3 yards of me. I don't give a shit. Give me the ball.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? He don't care. I don't care about these two guys, right? Give me the ball. I can handle it. I can use it. Whereas you might look at a guy who doesn't know. Oh, I thought you were double marking. I said, oh, give me the ball, man. Don't worry about those two. I can handle them in a tight space. First touch. You've got two of the best first touch players out there now.
Yeah.
So
he did that yesterday as well, Brian.
He's going to get better and better and better. You just no worries about Florian Wirtz. He's completely over that.
I'm never worried about him. Never.
He had a huge ACL when he was younger. 18 years old, he had a massive ACL. He was out for the best part of a year. And a lot of players, they come back.
Brian, can I ask you a question? Do you think, like, since he's been away in the last, was it a couple of weeks, since he's been away from the team, that he worked on a lot of things? Like, I heard his upper body he worked on as well as his position in the game.
Let him finish, Uncle. He's asking a question.
I'm just talking to Brian. What do you think about that, Brian? Like, you know, like working on something.
It is a bit reductive. It is a bit reductive and a bit
because, you know, normally if you watch him in the beginning of the season, he was hiding behind players, wasn't he? He didn't want the ball. Now he's looking for the ball now, and he's positioning himself in areas where we can find him a lot. You get what I'm saying, Brian? I don't know if you.
No, I've seen what, you know, and a lot of people come in and they don't really. Oh, he needs to bulk up. He needs to be stronger, but he did. He did.
He said he's gaining a few pounds. About 5 pounds.
German football ain't basketball. It is tough. Like any footballer that's ever played in England, Germany, and one or two other leagues will always say the closest thing to English football is German football. Like the closest thing to top flight English football is German football. So it's not like he came from Spain or, Portugal or something like that. He's used to high intensity football. But I think what Fozzie's talking, I think he's put on like 2.5 kilos of muscle mass or something like that. So yeah, he's going to need to bulk, but he's always going to be a small, skinny guy. David Silva was smaller than this guy. David Silva was up against big footballers, and he thrived in it. Hazard was tiny. It's all about upper body. Rio is very small, but he looks like a pit bull, man.
Mm-hmm.
Rio already, he's got that strength. So, yeah, I just can't. We all love watching players like Florian Wirtz. That's what we
my favorite players, technical players are my thing.
Before I let Uncle Albert and Fazi and you go with this, Salah fans, y'all need to get used to this because eventually this was going to happen. But I digress. I was getting a lot of messages from non-Liverpool fans during the match. And it's not just yesterday's match, but other matches. And every time Wirtz play, everybody that have talked to me said the players around Wirtz are useless. Including Salah, including Virgil, including anybody that we always been praising. Oh my God, this player is... Everybody has told me the players around Wirtz are useless. Why? Because Wirtz is on a whole different level, whether it's high or low, or I shouldn't even use the word level. Maybe they try to tell me that the frequency that he's on is different from the rest of them. He is trying to open up spaces, but the players that we have are trying to collapse the spaces. What do you mean? Simple. Some of our players hold the ball too damn long. He is trying... The reason why we brought him is to break the lines, which Liverpool... I don't remember when Liverpool has ever done that. So a lot of times people said... And that's why the Bayern CEO or whoever his name is keeps saying that Liverpool... I think his recent comment was Liverpool have too many superstars. That's why they're struggling.
We've overspent or something.
Overspent, and then we have too many superstars. Now it starts to make sense when everybody keep texting and say, bro, you guys, everybody around Wirtz is useless. Because if Pep Guardiola had gotten Wirtz at City, the game would have been over. Yeah. So instead of people saying, oh, you overhyping him and this, no, watch football. Football is not the same.
He was meant to be the brothers' replacement, isn't it? That's the thing people don't know.
People need to understand how football is played at a higher frequency.
Simple.
If you don't know that, stop thinking that it could only be played one way. And that's why I think some of people were saying, and I think that's why you didn't understand when Uncle Albert was saying Salah not being on the team helped. It doesn't mean Salah is not good enough. And yes, a lot of people have over criticized Salah, putting all
overanalyzed,
overanalyzed and putting really too much of our shortcomings on Salah.
It was a systemic thing.
It's a systemic problem. Hence the reason why I still say the manager has to go or sell Salah, because when Salah is not there anymore, then what? Then what's your excuse? And yesterday the manager had the balls to not even bring Salah on. Because guess what? At Eintracht Frankfurt, he brought Salah on. Mm-hmm. This one, he said, nah, let them play. And somebody made a very good point. When Wirtz went out, the midfield collapsed. And we fell far and far back.
Because we couldn't pass through the
lines. We couldn't pass through them. And we couldn't have somebody who could do, Irishman has been saying it, somebody who could get the ball, turn, and pass. Whether it's a risky pass or whatever pass, he does that. So that's what I'm saying. So when people start criticizing Wirtz, know football before you start criticizing football, because football is not the same.
Yeah.
Yes. Does he make mistakes? Yes. Does he need to be strong sometimes on the ball? Yes. But that's any football. Virgil get bumped.
That's to do with development. That's to do with development.
Simple.
I've seen Wirtz like play in Germany a lot and stuff, and I played in Germany, I played in England, and I realized it's nearly the same. Mm-hmm. But I would say England's a bit more grittier and a bit more tough. You know what I mean? But in Germany, I think they're fitter, the players. They're just fitter than the English. But in England, you've got to be a bit of a tough cookie. And I think Wirtz yesterday was the first game I seen him he was really comfortable in his game. He did this little pass to McAllister in about the 44th minute. McAllister and two West Ham players who ran McAllister and Wirtz as well. Wirtz did this little touch, just a little delicate touch. I said, there you go. I don't need to see nothing else about this guy. What's that player, bro? A little simple touch in a game that's hectic, and he just gave that little touch to McAllister. You need players like Wirtz. Why? Because you don't know what he's going to do as well. You know, there's too many robotic footballers in our team sometimes, and I think Wirtz is a bit different. You don't know what he's going to do, and I love that in a footballer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Nia and Aquaba, go ahead, man. What do you guys think about Wirtz?
Yeah. Listen, let me bring you guys' minds back to our match against Man City 3 seasons ago at Anfield, when Klopp simply decided to abandon the 4-3-3 and go with a tight 4-4-2 box formation with Salah as the lead striker. What happened? That match was the best match I've ever seen Salah and Gomez play together. Haaland was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And you see, it is not happenstance. It's a science. You bring it down to a fine science, how you decide to deploy the team. I pay money to go and watch Mohamed Salah play. When Ghana and Egypt are playing, I want us to draw because I don't really like Salah to lose a match. So I don't want to be undersold on how much I like Salah. On my mantelpiece right now, I can show you I have a bubble head of Mohamed Salah. But the fact of the matter is that we are Liverpool supporters. When we are seeing something that doesn't work, and it's a facet of our lives as Liverpool supporters, we are being told that what we are seeing is not what we are seeing. Against PSV, you saw Mauro Jr. just run past Mohamed Salah. And Salah was jogging. Against Chelsea, you saw the fullback, that annoying little git. I always forget his name, Cucurella, just ran past Mo Salah. All the instances I'm giving you resulted in a goal. Yesterday, who was running past Soboslai? And where Joey G deployed himself. You see, I said at the beginning of the stream, some of the things come with experience. It's not something you are taught. I don't think the coach told Joe Gomez, give yourself 2 extra yards to make sure that you are on top of anybody who tries to get into that hole. No, he did it with instinct. So what I was saying is that if you have a gem like Joe Gomez sitting on the bench and you are saying, I am afraid he will get injured, so I won't play him, then I'm going back to what Fozzie said. That's really dumb. And the reason why it's dumb, because you are losing matches. So take that chance. Yesterday, when Slot's back was against the wall, he took chances that he would never have taken. Yesterday, if he had lost that match in West Ham, he would have been sacked.
Yep.
So why do you want to wait until you bomb us points before your back is against the wall and then you take the chance you should have taken? Mohamed Salah should have been dropped a few times already. And yesterday, one of the major reasons why we won that match was because, you see, the finite time with which we play a football game is 90 minutes. You have 2 players that you've paid hundreds of millions of pounds for. You paid it for a reason. I am assuming that you wanted them to be the focal point of what you are doing. So if you have a third person who also has main character syndrome, what happens? A certain part of the time is shared with that person. And we all know, even Nico Williams pocketed Mo Salah, Mauro Jr. pocketed Mo Salah, Cucurella pocketed Mo Salah. You know, there's a time for everything. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, there's a time to come and there's a time to go. That's all I'm saying.
Get on the verse situation, because I have a few minutes left, please.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think yesterday was a delight to watch. It's unfortunate he couldn't get a goal.
That's short, man. Come on, what's he doing? Put some stick into it.
Exactly my point. And I was seeing that on the stage, and the guys were saying, "Oh, he wanted to kill it and what that." No, it was a sticky situation. A lot of people were there, so you just hit it as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And then you find the back of the net. But anyway,
the goalkeeper saved it well too. People need to give credit to the goalkeeper. Yeah.
I think a goal, and I wouldn't say and an assist probably would do him some good with his confidence, because Kwesi, if you would remember way back when we signed him, I said technically he's such a sound player that I'm not worried for him, because I look at how he plays the ball effortlessly. Everything comes to him effortlessly. How he passes, how he turns, how he flicks the ball here and there. he does it effortlessly. So for him, he's a player I've never been worried about. The bit that I was worried about is his physicality, because believe it or not, at some point he will catch up with you. So he needed to work a bit on how strong he is on the ball, because oftentimes he get bullied off the ball. So
he was hiding that sometimes. And he like he's behind players, like we can't find him to give him the ball. Yeah, now he's not hiding anymore.
And overall, yes, Salah's absence helped our shape, because now we didn't have to go through him all the time, which I believe is our problem. Our problem is not even Salah as a person, but the fact that anytime he's there, our players keep giving him the ball, especially
every time looking to the right. Yeah.
And for me, that was a big issue. So him out of the squad, I think he gave us a better balance in terms of our build-up play. So that I give the coach credit for, and we've discussed time and again that he needs to be subbed. Time and again that he needs to be subbed because he's affecting us negatively. So Uncle Abe, it's not like I'm also saying that Salah needs to be on the pitch the whole time, but I don't want to go back to it. So on VYBEZ alone, I'm happy he's coming to terms, or he's actually coming closer to what we expect of him. I know a goal or assist will help him build his confidence, and we'll take it from there. I'm also happy Isak scored, but even before that, there were two other chances. The one that he actually flicked with his left foot that the keeper saved.
Yeah.
And then there was another one. He chested the ball, another half turn, and he shot. Then I was now seeing that Isak that we actually decided to buy. I was seeing bits and pieces of the quality that we saw in him that made us buy him. So I think he's also now becoming.
Yeah, we was playing to his strengths. Yeah, we was playing to his strengths, isn't it? So that was
becoming sharper. And
Kwesi, are you up at 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. But people, big up to all of you, man. Me and JK, you are late, man. Why you see? That's
always late. Always late. This guy.
That's why I'm happy when you hang around with Africans, man. Your timing.
Bad influence.
Because it's 10 o'clock in Central Florida now, so I'm figuring you're up early.
No, I was up early. But yeah, big up to all of you guys. Sorry, man, I couldn't stay longer. I have to get out of here. But yeah, no, I mean, everybody made a valid point. Everybody sees the game different. But the good point is we got the 3 point with clean sheet, not sheets. And may he continue. We wouldn't see if this manager learned his lesson. I mean, during the game, he learned his lesson by not forcing the issue of doing things that he normally does. But we will see if he learned his lesson.
I'm not confident. He's going to go back to the mistakes again.
Oh, he is.
And if he does, then bro, we get him out of here, because trust me, I don't care if you win. If I know this is hypocritical for me, but you can make like Uncle Albert is saying, and Fuzzy still don't have confidence in him.
Nope.
Even if we win on Wednesday with his bad habits, we need to get him out of there.
I want 15 points before I start considering asking him to stay. I want 15 straight points. I'm not having anything else. I don't even want 11. I want 15. 15. That's it.
You have to win every game now, really.
Yeah, 70 points.
Has to win every game. Yeah, I'm not waiting for 15. Every game he has to win, man.
Has to win every game,
it's at this point.
He's put him he put himself in this situation. You have to get yourself out. Simple as that.
And I hope, like I said, we'll see on Wednesday. We will see on Wednesday. But
for me, I came to this party early. You can't lose to Man United at Anfield in the last minute. You can't do that and come up with an excuse. It's not done. No.
I would never forgive them. That's why I'm stuck in the dark side.
I'm never
Jesus says forgives.
What's that?
The Lord has said to forgive those who sinned against us.
Yeah, he can only pacify me. He can only pacify me with a massive sheep.
You know what? I get it, Uncle Albert. I get it. I'm Uncle Albert. My
listen here, man.
Listen, I'm God-fearing man. Hey, listen, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures.
Hey, we did there.
We hear me, Christian.
Oh, yeah.
But let's. At the end of the day, we still have to support the team. Right? I can't have this team keep losing and losing. We need them to win. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, finish it.
Sorry. No, and that's it. That's the fit, regardless. And I think, and this is the problem. And again, Like Rasta Crab, I don't know if you're there or not or gone. I
Made him mad. He left.
Yeah, he left and he went mad. Yeah, and again, I've said it and I've seen it on Mac. Jim, look, I'm going to be raw and I'm blunt. A lot of some of these Liverpool content creators are clickbaiters. They are.
Thank you, mate.
A lot of them are clickbaiters. Yeah, Fuzzy, you're the worst one, mate. You flip flop. Fuzzy's the biggest one. Put that screen on. Hey, get Fuzzy back here. Put that screen on here, man. No, but look, all I'm saying is a lot of them, they do flip flop, be bashing the player, and then they create content. Look, Slot. When he lost his first 1 or 2 games, I'm seeing Slot out. And stuff like that, and I was thinking,
those were the ones who never wanted him, even when he won the league.
Well, anyway. That's it. But that's the thing, and this is what I'm saying. And again, it's hard because Rasta Crab's not here because he's saying about society's lost and freedom of speech. It's not about freedom of speech. I'm not telling anyone. I can't tell anyone to. And me and Uncle Albert having a discussion, and he says this, and I say, no, I disagree. I'm not telling anyone. That's his opinion. What I'm saying is, and I've said it again, is like we are becoming some of these on here. Some of the people in the chat, and on it, they're becoming the new Arsenal. And some of the wild texts. Listen, I don't get emotional personal because some of us, we're all different generations. We've been there. And like I said, my family is more important than the football club. I'm going to be real. I like Liverpool, but my family is more important. My health and my family is more important. But what I'm saying is that, and again, for the last time, I'm going to say this. You can criticize Slaughter about his tactics. You can criticize not wanting him. He's not a good enough manager. No problem. About some of his stubbornness, which I agree with. His tactical inept on certain things. His wild press conferences saying we don't need to do long balls, which is just a suicide mission. You know, losing to Man United, all that. But when you say, and again, and if you want to do that, cool. When you say bum and the bum and the fraud, is it like you're getting personal? Because at the end of the day, listen. Look, none of us, if someone in the chat wants to see me their coaching qualification, I'll shut up. That's it. Because at the end of the day, I didn't want Slot here. He wasn't my first choice, but I didn't hate on the guy. Like old players, I'll give him a chance. And if it's not working, it's not working. All of us here, whether we agree or disagree, we're not knowledgeable people. We're not stupid enough to say we don't put bias aside. I've said he has to go. So we're not knowledgeable people, all of us here. So he has to go. That's all my point.
Can you change your mind, Alante? Can you change your mind?
Of course, any manager can change my mind if they win the games. Because if he wins the next 10 games, all of us will be having a different opinion.
Any next 10 games, I'm still not.
If we win the next 10 games, no?
That'll be top of the league if we win it.
No? Next 10 games, he still hasn't changed my mind.
Of Arsenal,
all right, maybe not.
He wins a trophy, then he changed my mind.
I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I gave him 5, man. I gave him 5.
Wow! Win the trophy. Then you change my mind.
At this point,
for the hairy armpits, isn't it?
That's what I want to see, man. Those hairy armpits.
At this point, anything that we do that will stop Arsenal from winning the Premier League, I'm happy to have him retain.
Let's focus on Liverpool and let Arsenal do what Arsenal do.
I still think we can do well in the Champions League if we sort out our centre back situation and we bring Semenyo in. We shouldn't allow Semenyo.
I don't think it's to do with the buys. Even if we buy these players, we're still gonna have some issues.
Exactly.
Coach.
It's the coach. It's the coach, my friend. Anyway, but big up to all of you guys, man. Thank you, brethren. Apologize that I'm leaving early, but thank you. Please, let's keep supporting. Hit the like button, people. Hit the likes. Go to Anfield Irishman's channel. Go to Faz's channel. Please support. Big up to all of you guys. Stop coming late, man. You and JK, man. Even Uncle Albert came early today.
Yeah, man. We was gonna have a debate today. You know what I mean? First time we disagree. Come on, man.
It's a Ghanaian thing, you know.
Yeah. And big up to our new subscriber, man. Big up to our new subscriber. Big up. Thank you so much, people. Appreciate you. What's it? Production.